everyone. Babylon here. If you're watching or joining me or hosting, I appreciate you. I want to thank all the people who followed me recently. I've really appreciated the community support. I'm glad to be able to be involved in such a great place with so many excellent gamers that I can enjoy spending my day with. I'm going to go play a little Elite Dangerous today and see if I can generate some more credits. I like doing the trade runs. It's a fast way to do that. I hope you'll come by and hang out with me and chat a little bit. That'd be great. Alright. I need to, I guess, pause auto hosting or something in the future. Yeah. So I was working on a few things the other day, and they changed up some of the controls, so I've had to, or, well, the way that discoveries work when you're doing exploration, so I had to sit down a little bit today and learn a few of those. Get some key bindings in and various things. I haven't tried the mining yet, although I suspect it won't be too overly complicated. Once I understood the new setup, it seems a little, at first I felt like it was a little complicated, but once I understood what was going on, it's pretty simple then. Come down here and try to find some really quick, simple runs that don't need a lot of distance on them. I've got a few new things like that. I want to check that out one day. I haven't really pursued the combat part too often because I'm not really looking to spend that kind of credits on rebuys all the time, and yeah. I mean, now that I've got the Python, I actually do a little bit better, but I got used to doing the trading and I like it. So I kind of stay with it. So nobody seems to have any good. They might have changed that too, though. So that might be why. That one. A cheap run's better than no run, right? Really changed it up. It's alright. salvage operations today. Yeah, I'll do some salvage runs instead. Salvage runs would be okay. Probably ought to move the mic over here so people can hear me. Hi there, thank you for viewing. I appreciate it. If you want to come in and say hello, that'd be great. Hi there, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. So I'm gonna get these trade goods going here, since that seems to be all I can find of any lucrative value right now. That'll be alright. Wait a minute, I feel like I missed one. The other day I was getting runs for millions. Today not so much, but you know, they'll probably come back around at some point. Yeah, just gonna have to wait. Did I already? Okay, that's why I feel like I missed something. Oxygen generators and fabricators. Okay. I guess that must be it. Maybe I didn't miss it. I meant that, I'm sorry. Now forgetting what I'm trying to do here. Got me. Sit over here. Alright. Route not available. Why is the route not available? That's interesting. Well, I'm a little confused now. I'm not quite sure why I can't make these jumps. Huh. How am I supposed to deliver that then? What are you talking about? Discoveries and missions. I don't see anything on here that would indicate why I'm not allowed to fly to that star, but I can't even plot a route there. I don't understand what they think I'm supposed to do. Let me plot a route here, at least. Okay. Hi, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. If you want to come in and hang out, talk, that's awesome. If you want to hang out and lurk, that's cool too. Always glad to have visitors. Thought it had took gear up already. It did not. It was supposed to.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I didn't bother to outfit guns on this ship, so hopefully I don't catch any pirates. Doesn't matter, I can outrun them. They made that a lot simpler, I noticed.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
It's been a pretty quiet day today. I haven't really been overly busy. Getting close to the holidays, everybody's going to see family.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
This is where that new exploration thing is interesting. Used to be you would just press my right mouse and it would trigger my my scanner. It doesn't do that any longer. Now I have to do it this way. And then you can move this around like this. That's what I figured out so far. Not quite sure if I'm getting it right most of the time. See if I'm doing it right. Right. And sometimes it'll be, I guess, a bit of radio signal. And earlier I was listening to a transmission. This time I think it's just something. It's not showing me what it is anyway. See, now my scanner works now that I've done that. Now I can do it this way. It's like, okay, well, all I did was double read it, but okay. I probably have a keybind that's making it do that, and it's not necessary to do it that way now, is most likely the problem I'm having there. Sorry about that. I don't have my engines on, do I? I'm just gonna float through space. At least it's beautiful. They did do a great job with the art of it, didn't they? It's a scale model of our galaxy. I think that's interesting, or that's what it's supposed to be. I find that kind of fascinating, actually. For me personally, I'd like to see more life forms and things like that, colonizations and general interactions in different places on planets, but that's me. More interesting things to discover by going out and exploring ruins of civilizations on planets would be an interesting thing to find, things like that. And I'm going too fast. Maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. It's gonna slow me down before I get there. I'm alright. Been meeting a lot of new streamers lately. That's been really nice. I like to make new friends and get to know people. Just watching a firestorm earlier today. He was getting some good shots off on what was that, Halo 4 he was playing? Yeah, Halo 5. One of those two. It was a Halo game. I haven't been on the Xbox in a long time myself. Thank you there, Firestorm. How's your evening going? I'm going to work on getting myself a webcam here around the beginning of the year. A couple other things. I need a better desk, and an extra monitor would be wonderful. How are you doing today? Things are going pretty good. It's a nice quiet day today. How's everything with you today? Look at me, miss it.
Docking request denied.
Yeah, who's landing in my landing spot? Always somebody trying to jump in ahead of me. It's funny because it gives NPCs priority for some reason. I find that interesting. I think the player should have priority in landing, but you know.
Docking request denied.
Take a little look around here. There it is. I'm flying while in free cam mode. Alright, am I free to land now? Mr. Base.
Docking request denied.
No. Why am I not being allowed to land? That's not what I want.
Docking request denied.
What in the world? It's a strange way to end up. Hi there, Citizen Snipes. Thank you for coming by this evening. I appreciate you, man. How you doing tonight? I'm not quite sure why I'm not being allowed to land right now. Normally that only happens when there's another vessel trying to land in the spot, which is what I thought was happening. Yeah, there's nothing there.
Docking request denied.
Okay. So I've got a bunch of stuff to deliver that you just are going to refuse to let me deliver or fly even to their sectors. Why? What am I supposed to do with this? I don't know, as you can see. I logged in, did an update, and now I can't seem to fly a mission. So that's the answer to the question on my end. Okay. Gives me no indication that there's a problem with anything or that anything. I'm not delivering illegal goods to any of the stations. I have no idea. So we're gonna go try the next station and see if it has the same result. And if it does, I'm gonna log out and go play Warframe or something. And then maybe like look it up tomorrow and find out why it's doing that or whatever. Maybe I'm doing something wrong and I just don't know it. That happens.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I was thinking I might try some exploration or a bit too, so I might try that if something's wrong with the trading or I'm just doing something wrong that I don't know yet due to some change I am unaware of. Try out the exploration, maybe check out the mining or something. I don't think there's a change there though. That really should have worked. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to land at that station and deliver those goods. Very straightforward trade mission. Or I could just drop the missions and sell all the goods to the black market and call it a day. Either way, I'm making a profit. I'm not that concerned. Now that I think about it. Thank all of you for viewing. I appreciate rather you all being here. I thought that was pretty funny to name my ship ship's ID is 10T. It fits.
Docking request granted.
Okay, let me land here. That's a good sign. must not have picked up that one. Oh, haha, okay, fine. So now you're talking about none of that in my inventory. Okay. I don't know quite how I missed that. Must be the other location, obviously. Should really have checked that before I started filling up my inventory, shouldn't I? Let's see which one of these I've actually got stuff for. Wow, it's alright. That should have this one. I know for a fact I've got oxygen. Still back there. Oh, I don't want to go back to Seoul. That's not where I'm going. You're very confusing to me right now. There we go.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Wrong button. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Took me a long time to learn manual landing and various things on this game. And then I discovered the autopilot assisted landing. Things got really simple. Oh no, I'm sorry, Arlie, I didn't.
Fuel scooping.
I'll try to catch you on your next time around, though. I was trying to figure out how to do links in my panels, and I haven't quite gotten that figured out yet.
Disengaged.
I feel like it should be a lot simpler than what I'm making it, and it's my own fault, but somewhere there's an answer. Okay, now what'd I do? How did I get all the way turned around like that? Could have sworn. Oh, I see. I flipped over it. Wildly Dangerous is confusing me so much today. They added a new way to discover things, and all of a sudden I forgot how to play. Actually, Arlie, I had gone to watch your channel, and there was some sort of error on the screen. It was saying that you weren't loading I remember now.
To Lacey, India Delta 1, we're happy to have you, Commander. Priority access will be granted upon request. Okay, Commander. Make your way to landing pad number 3-3. Acknowledged, Commander. Clear for assisted docking.
Scan detected.
We've got some moderate traffic around the facility, Commander. Regulate your speed.
Landing gear deployed.
The access corridor is designated no stop zone.
Zim's delivery service, guaranteed to get your package there eventually.
Touchdown sequence complete. Power down your engines. Station facilities are at your disposal, Commander.
Incoming message.
A lot of planetary scan jobs popping up lately. Maybe I should put my SRV in and go do those. Let's see here. I've got 60 power generators and 12 fabricators. Which one of you was it? That should be it. Should be the one this one I went to, but apparently no. Yeah. I bet I flew to it and then didn't deliver the goods and flew away. That's what I did, wasn't it? Because I'm just having, you know, that kind of day today. Good thing I'm in space. They can't hear you scream, right?
Landing gear retracted.
Detach confirmed. Observe queuing system when exiting the station.
Base station. Enjoy your stay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, that was fun.
You're all clear. Have a safe trip, Commander.
I wonder. I gotta see. Nope, it won't let me do it. I was trying to pull the detach the camera so I could watch it going through the space warp. the wormhole. Two, I bet I should have went back to Earth first and picked up the rest of the load. I feel like I'm missing stuff. Hi, Fat Thor. How you doing today, man? It's good to see you. Glad you came by to talk to me. How you doing today?
Docking request granted.
Now it's letting me land places.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Been trying to be fancy with the camera. I like the free camera. You can move around and look around and stuff. Yeah, that was the problem. I did not pick up any of that somehow. That's weird though. Wait a minute. I have them right there. Okay. Y'all are really confusing me here. We're gonna fly back to Earth. Galileo. Galileo Station. I came straight there as soon as I got the permit for Seoul. I like working out of the origin system.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
What am I doing? I appreciate you, Arlie. How'd you do on your stream today? Did you have a good day? Having a little trouble with that today. Yep. Kind of should wait until that indicator comes up. Coming.
DeLacy, India, Delta 1. Federal Flight Control would like to welcome you to this facility. Authorization cleared. You are go to approach pad 2.
Apparently, I didn't pick up as much supplies as I thought I did.
Docking initiated.
I could have sworn I loaded my inventory. My cargo says I have that much.
Landing gear deployed.
Hopefully, I get that sorted out. Let's see here now. Substances.
Landing sequence completed. Power down systems.
I'm very confused. Yeah,
Incoming
there's
mission
no
critical
extra
message.
thing showing up anywhere. So, nope, I did not miss anything. That's supposed to show me what I need to do. Okay. Okay. I'm not quite sure why I'm not able to deliver certain of those things. But in a minute, I'm about to sell them to the black market and scratch that mission, call it a day, and make my money.
Docking coupler disengaged. Observe station regulations on exit.
All right.
You have the all clear. Watch your six, Commander.
Why? Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hi there, Fat Thor. How you doing, man? How's your evening going tonight? You guys hearing me okay on my mic?
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Once I figure out what it is I'm doing wrong with those trade missions there, I'll be all right. Not sure why it says that the goods are in my inventory, but that I can't deliver them.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
All right. Ah, here we are. should have already pulled my speed. Oh well. Apparently I enjoy flybys and turning around all night tonight. That's what I'm gonna do. Should make that a counter. Count how many times I do that.
Orbital flight engaged.
Tell you what though, once you learn how to use a mouse and keyboard with it, it's really simple. A lot of people like to play this with the HOTAS. I've never owned one. Oh, I dropped out way too soon.
Message.
And here we are at Bombs Palace.
Delay India Delta 1. Ground crew are prepped for your arrival. Welcome, Commander. Permission authorized. You are clear for approach to pad 05. Engines disengaged.
Will be penalized.
What in God's name?
Would like to extend our regards to all incoming pilots. We make sure our facilities offer a wide range of
Oh, am I misreading that and I need to pick it up at Parastock? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Maybe that's what my problem is. I don't... Okay. Let's find out if that's what my problem is. It looks like that's exactly what my problem is. Discovery.
Proceed quickly and safely to your designated landing pad.
Um,
Protocol breaches will not be
pick up
tolerated.
at Peristock. Yeah, that's exactly what the problem is. Yep. It'll be okay. We'll go ahead and take that over to Sinclair real quick. That explains everything. Why? Why do you keep wanting to put me back on Galileo? I
Warning to surface
don't. How do I keep doing that?
Do not obstruct thoroughfares within the court perimeter.
Why aren't you? It usually like zooms into that location and you can just click on the thing and all it wants to do is show me Galileo. I don't need to see Sol. Sol's not where I'm going. I really don't understand why it's doing that. But alright, I guess I'm gonna go to Peristock first. Apparently that's what I need to do. Quit running myself around in circles and go to Peristock. That's what I need to do. I didn't see an indication to pick up something though. Maybe I'm supposed to purchase it? I just didn't realize that. I didn't think that I got that one. I'll figure it out though, you watch. Oh, I'm afraid of you.
Ship detach complete. Clear for departure. Clear of port confines. Federal Flight Control signing off.
Frameshift drive charging.
Don't normally have that much trouble figuring out how to do a simple trade run. I need to learn to read, I think, is my problem tonight. The words were right there on the page, weren't they? Right there on the page. Just right there. Just right there. just right there. I'm gonna fly into the sun now. Don't fly into the sun. Oh, thank you. I'm doing pretty good, Fat Thor. How are you doing tonight, man? Having a pretty good evening, personally. It's been nice and peaceful, nice and quiet tonight. Good weather outside here in Florida. Nice and sunny all day today. Spent a little bit too much time trying to figure out how to do the links properly on panels, and I still haven't quite answered that part of the question yet, but I'll get to that. Gonna try to land here at Paris Dock now and remember to pick up my goods. Now that I've realized that that's precisely what I should have been doing all along. Boost myself in a little bit closer.
Docking request granted. Scan detected.
They do love to scan you. There for a while, I remember I stopped taking any passenger missions that required me to be scanned, or trade missions, because you couldn't seem to fly in or out of anywhere without immediately being scanned, and you didn't really have a lot of choice in the matter, so I felt like, why set myself up to be shot down at the gate? So I just avoid any mission that says illegal cargo or running this passenger and he doesn't want to be scanned. Well, then I won't run him, because I'm not gonna not get scanned. I don't know what that is, but I'm always scanned everywhere I go. Like at some point the system flagged me as a pirate or something, some kind of a way, due to a mission or something I was doing, and now I'm sort of always When are you gonna let me pick it up then? I don't understand what you're wanting me to do. Oh my god. This is Paris Dock, right? This is where I'm supposed to pick up the goods? Then... No? You're not making a lot of sense. All items have been collected, huh? Have they? So then when I fly back over here to Tarek and Orbit, y'all gonna tell me I'm finished then, right? Okay. You say that now. And that's the rest of the ones I'm supposed to pick up. Right, there's my 20, there's 60. Another one, apparently I'm supposed to pick those up somewhere. That's all supposed to be here. And that's also supposed to be here. Alright. Then there must be another tab somewhere where I'm missing one, because you're only giving me 2. Okay. So I should have 12 building fabricators, 60 power generators, and that other thing in inventory. I feel like I'm missing something. Yet again. That extra 20 that I just picked up, right? How's it going there, Citizen Snipes? And you don't want to let me go there. I'm starting to get a little tired of this. I don't want to play guessing games. I want to play a game.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Wow, they have really overly complicated these very simple things. I keep trying to tell myself to you know, keep it positive and do all this and not be too overly critical, but I'm sorry, I gotta be honest. You're making it a little too damn complicated when I can't simply fly a mission and land and deliver my goods and got to fly back and forth to figure it out. Just come on. I didn't need to go to flight school to learn how to play this game. I'm not actually flying in space. This isn't an actual galaxy.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
It actually can be fun, early one. Don't let my sudden shift of mood misleads you. It can be a good game. I think as much as you get out of it, as much as you put into it, I suppose. That is true. But it does have a rather steep learning curve in some ways that I find interesting for.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
It is actually a very beautiful game. There are actually quite many things about it that are quite nice.
Fuel scooping.
I think that as simulators go, it simulates.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
It can be a little frustrating at times when things get a little confusing. And then I get mad at it, and then later I'll figure out what I did wrong, and it's something really simple that for some reason I just did not even see. And then, yeah. But I really don't understand what's going on with that trade mission. I really don't. That's actually really kind of bothering me because I didn't think I was being confused, and then I landed. I don't know. Maybe I did mess it up. I don't know. And I'm just being frustrated. That's all. It's okay. But there are some things that are a little overly complicated in my opinion. In terms of it's a game, lots of people from all walks of life are going to play it. We're not all prepared for a college education. I think it would be cool if they took all of this as is and then expanded on that in a way, you know, use the imagination a little bit. Sim's great, but we're not actually flying in our galaxy, so we're simulating a futuristic imagining of what that might look like. So let's add some more imagining into it and give it some life to some of these big rocks floating around, and it's more interesting that way.
Scan detected.
You are approved for automated dock.
Scan detected.
Maybe have a commerce market that I can interact with. It gives me a little bit better feedback on where I can purchase and sell goods and those types of things, so that I'm not, you know, A, floating around blindly in the vastness of space with no idea where to go and what to do, or B, spending half my time on somebody's website looking that information up when I'd rather be playing the game. That's my view on it, to be honest. But I feel that way about all games. I think that they should spend a little more effort putting that information in the game so that I can spend that time that I'm using on that website over there watching a video in their game.
Docking successful. Grinder dispatched. Greetings, Commander.
Not that there's anything wrong with those websites. They're very helpful. I've used them for years just like everybody else, right? That's not what I want. Okay.
Welcome to the
Right.
Starport. Check the wider range of services we offer.
Now y'all watched me pick up those 20 power generators. Did I not pick up 20 power generators? Plus 60 other power generators, plus 12 units of building fabricators that it says I have in my inventory. Except for the 20 that I supposedly, apparently did not pick up, that I bet if I fly back it'll tell me is in my inventory now.
Visitors, be considerate of other vessels while passing through the main access corridor.
I'm gonna go try to deliver these other ones again and see if that improves the chances this time. Not quite sure what's happening. Now, double check. 20 units of power generators. Right, I was supposed to pick it up at Paris Dock and take it to
This
Carroll
is a flight
Orbit.
regulation announcement. Please proceed to dock on your assignment at a timely manner. Access to docking facilities requires flight control.
Detachment complete. Exit the station quickly and safely.
There's that beep.
Frameshift drive charging.
My bad.
Frameshift
I'll
drive
press the button
charging.
slowly so you can read it.
Ready to engage.
start making more sense to me, and then I'll look back at it and realize I was being a goof and messed it all up. Flew around for nothing. I was hoping to be doing those runs like I was doing the other night, but I guess they went away and I don't have those anymore. That's too bad too, because they were really good runs. One hop over, 3 and 4 and 5 million each. They were beautiful runs. I like that they're using, my understanding is that they're using data from NASA, information from NASA and other agencies like that around the world, and they're actually attempting to map things out and put the right names in and their locations according to that data, that sort of thing. I think that's pretty interesting. Wonder if they'll let us colonize planets at some point and actually build colonies and actually be able to build, you know, have actual assets that we can use and craft and design. I don't know though. Every time you say builder, everybody wants to copy Minecraft and turn it all into a cubic like thing. We have programs out there that we can remodel houses and show you that image and do all that, and I don't know, why don't we use stuff like that where we can actually make a chair look like a chair instead of just a big giant square that sort of painted like a chair, you know, a chair that looks like a chair that takes up as much space as a chair. A wall that's actually a flat wall that when we go to put something up against it, it doesn't have a 6-inch space between the two objects. You know. That was not the button I meant to hit.
Docking request granted.
I appreciate y'all.
Landing gear deployed.
I am going to take a small break here for a minute though. I'm going to land right here and then I'm going to take a break for a minute. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, maybe 3. So,
Successful. Engines
yep,
disengaged.
enjoy yourselves, talk amongst yourselves, and I will return very shortly. I thank you all for coming, and I'll be right back.
Reports coming in from Delta Force. Be on the lookout for smuggling.
I'm back. I hope I wasn't gone too long. We're gonna see if we can actually get this done now. Ah, nice. It's actually letting me deliver that. Very good.
Incoming message.
Alright. So, let's see what we got left here. Don't I already have that on me? I believe I do, don't I? No, I've got 12. I'm still really confused about why I don't have 20 on me. But okay. Yeah, I flew here. Oh yeah, but it said I didn't have the goods in the inventory, right? That was why I flew back. Yes, that's right. Alright. Let's try it again, because it says I have the goods now. So let's find out. Or am I going to the wrong one? Am I going to the right one? Or am I still just somehow messing myself up?
Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
That's not where I wanted to hit. That's where I wanted to hit.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hopefully I get all this sorted out and I'll be able to make these deliveries today. That'll be good. It'll take a lot longer to get to that 2 million mark I was trying to reach, but you know, it's okay.
4, 3, 2.
he'd find me eventually. All that tasty cargo I had. You can't have my tasty cargo. You pirate, you. Funny thing I always noticed about this was when you outfit full warfare and you go flying around looking for a pirate, you can't seem to ever find one. Triggered event. Well, you can, but you got to go to certain specific locations and things like that. As opposed to the just flying around. Like when you're flying around as a trader, like everywhere you go, there's a pirate. There's a pirate. Pirates are coming to get you. Pirates are coming to get you. There's always a pirate coming to get you. Most traders are running around with no guns, trying to outrun everything. Well, I shouldn't say most. That was the impression I got way back when, and that's how I kind of run it now. Don't really have to. I should put guns on this Python and shoot that pirate down and just call it a day. But when I would just outfit it and throw various Rogers on it for like bounty hunting, just flying around in general, they're all clean. Not a pirate in sight, Captain. Apparently word of your exploits has gotten around. They all cleared out of the sector. That's not true.
Orbital flight engaged. Hull integrity compromised.
I better misglide too. It'll be alright. It only hurt a little bit. I wasn't trying to do that properly, as you can see. Or more importantly, apparently I was trying very much not to, because I did it so effectively. There's a much faster. It's way too far out to do that there.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
That's better.
Delacey, India Delta 1. The Federation welcomes you. Follow port protocols and enjoy your visit, Commander. Permission authorized. You are clear for approach to pad 06.
So far, so good. I didn't crash into the planet, at least.
Approach vectoring.
Nope. So I didn't pick up the 20 things that I picked up when I was at the dock that now for some reason you say is not in my inventory.
Ship released. Clear to leave controlled airspace.
Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Hi there, everybody. Thank you for coming in. If you're new, I appreciate you coming and viewing. I'm Babylon. I'm playing Elite Dangerous at the moment, trying to do some trade runs, trying to understand what I'm doing wrong on these trade runs. Trying to get to 200 million credits and maybe do a little exploring later. Hope you'll stay a little while and chat with me and stuff. That'd be appreciated. I always enjoy a little good conversation, meeting new people. Landing Epsilon Iridani. Ha, I don't pronounce it right, but that's okay. I don't think I'm getting graded, so it should be okay if I mispronounce it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Cannot believe these 4 simple trade missions have taken me this long to do. But that's okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
I hope y'all don't mind if you can hear me doing that on the mic. I am smoking a cigarette, so that's that breathing sound on the mic if I'm blowing into the microphone. Apologize for that if that's right in your ears.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scope disengaged.
This does make me pretty happy tonight. This is the first time I've had 5 people in my stream sitting and watching me. I want to thank all of you for coming tonight. I really do appreciate it. It's been very encouraging for me individually to be a part of a community that helps one another and shares in a common activity. Coming in a way too steep. Maybe not. Maybe that's okay.
Orbital flight engaged.
It's not too bad. I was half expecting to kick myself out of orbital flight again like I did last time.
Lacey, India Delta 1. We're pleased to have you with us. Enjoy your stay, Commander.
No reason at all for me to fly that close before requesting landing.
Access granted. Clear to land at docking bay 09er. Automated docking initiated.
Landing gear deployed.
Warning, terrain alert. Climb immediately. Ship is on the ground. Ground crew dispatched. Welcome to the facility.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna fly back after I try this last delivery again to Galileo, see if there's some better commodities missions to go, and then I might just see what happens after that. Do some exploring or something, I don't know. We'll see what happens. fly back over here, right? I need to come back here and try to pick them up again. Even though I swear I picked them up already. Even clicked on the little collect tab and everything. They are not in my inventory though.
Ship detached. You may leave when ready.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
No, of course you're not. I was hoping it might slow me down enough once I got past the other gravity well, but nope. Nope. That's alright. Quick spin around's easy to do. I'm very good at that, not slowing down before I get there.
Docking request granted. Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
Sounds like somebody's ship had a muffler problem.
Scan detected.
Dude, I think your catalytic converter's out, man.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
least they were there, right? Very strange series of little delivery missions I had going on here. I'm really not sure why that all played out that way. Somehow I managed to mess it all up and make it take twice as long as it needed to, and I don't know what I did, but yeah, that is okay. So now that I've picked those up, it should automatically direct me to the next destination, right? Right?
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Alright. Once more again into the fray.
Frameshift drive charging.
Thanks again there, Firestorm. I do appreciate you, man.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
The rumor was right. You found me first. I'm gonna put my guns on. Since she was the first one, maybe you can send a message to the rest of them. Keep running from the fights. I should just go ahead and engage them. Not now. I don't have guns on, but still. There I go again. I'm waiting too long. I'm gonna hit the planet. Oh, I missed it. I was trying to hit it. Uh-oh. It wasn't gonna let me land before I did this part anyway. Later, dude. I've been thinking about what is it called? That voice attack? Well, I can't think of what the actual thing is called. That's a mod for this that allows you to give voice commands for it. I actually thought about getting it a few times. I just never have actually done so. What are you gonna do? Fill up my capacitor, man.
Delacey, India Delta 1. Federal Flight Control welcomes you. Submit a booking request before approaching the port.
I wanted it to read my ship's ID, but it doesn't really do it right. Well, the way I wanted it to.
Permission authorized. Vector for approach to landing pad 06. Clear for automated approach vectoring.
Because I thought it would be funny if it said, 10T every time I landed. Reading my ship ID. ID 10T. Oh, I just want to hear that. That's what I want to hear. That's coming in. That's it. So I can get a good chuckle every time I go to land.
Please observe local speed limit.
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
I'll probably put it back to my pilot call sign. Simply because.
Contact. Engines disengaged.
A warning to surface recon vehicle operators.
Alright, I have 173,164,000. All these planetary scan jobs, some of my favorites. I should go do those. I wonder if they'll have a bunch of them. I always run my missions out of Galileo. It's sort of my home base, and I really like working straight from there and having that be my number one location to pick up things. I don't know why I'm looking at that right now, but yeah. At some point, I'm going to, when I've gotten my faction all the way up with the Federation, I'm going to start working on the Empire because I like the Empire ships more. I like the way they look. I like their aesthetic more. All the ships kind of are the same in many of similar ways, other than appearance and stuff. In terms of performance from one faction to another, they're kind of the same ships, and it becomes the flavor of what you want to play with. I think that's how I look at it. So I would rather fly the Imperials ships, only because, like I said, I like how they look. Nothing wrong with this Python though. Python's great. I'm still gonna probably go ahead and get the other. I like to collect things in games. I'm funny that way. I'll pick a thing and decide that I'm gonna get everything that is that thing in whatever forms that it takes. And since in this game ships are a pretty big thing because you use them in every possible capacity, so I like the idea. I had a bunch of ships and then I got rid of all of them. I needed the money and I wanted to outfit the Python here, and then since then I sort of built back up a little bit in terms of my capital and stuff, my credits and all that.
Landing gear retracted.
But eventually I'm going to, I like to think that I'm going to buy all the ships and outfit them and play with them and have fun with them and do things. I don't know that I'll actually do that, but I like to think I will. So far, the Python to me has been the best ship. I can use it. It carries the most cargo. It's great for fighting, and I wouldn't really want to do exploring with it. It doesn't really have that far of a jump range. Unlike the Asp Explorer, I definitely have that one already set up for long range travel.
Frameshift drive charging.
I had the it's the large ship, the class 6, something? Maybe it was the 7. There's one of them there. I had a really big one, and I had this one sitting there, and I was never using it because I hardly did combat runs, and then I got to looking at things and realized I could get as much, if not a little bit more, cargo space out of the Python. And so that's what I did.
Fuel scooping.
And I turned this Python into my all-around, I use it for everything ship. So,
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
it does the job, that's for sure. I appreciate you stopping by early.
Fuel scooping.
Oh, I'm gonna hit it this time. Yep. Go me. I'm not hot, you're hot. Let's go, I'll go for a spacewalk and get a suntan. I wonder if we're needing to go back through and do explorations again, some kind of a fashion. Probably not. I don't see why we would. I am curious about that new exploration and how there's different objects for you to scan more closely and that type of thing, and or maybe it's just a rearrangement of how to approach the same stuff that was already there, and I just didn't really understand it before either. So there's that, and that's okay too.
Frameshift drive charging.
You're gonna be like that, are you? All right. All right. Let's do it that way.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Temperature critical.
I'm not hot. You're hot.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Heat sinks would be good to put on the ship. Galileo does not have heat sinks, so I should go find some. Wow, I'm really not paying attention, am I? That was funny the first 2 times. It's kind of silly now, isn't it?
DeLacy, India, Delta 1. Federal Flight Control would like to welcome you to this facility.
Delta 1. That is not a D, that is a 0. Actually,
Access approved.
Yeah.
Proceed to landing pad 05.
it's not an I either.
Assisted docking initiated.
I suppose it's reading ID 0. I was not expecting that. Okay, I forgot it only reads the first 3. That's right, I remember. It's okay. I'm just being confused.
Regulate your speed and maintain current vector.
It's an easy thing to do, making me confused.
Landing gear deployed.
I have a strange tendency sometimes to read something, understand it completely, turn around, blink, and forget everything I just read.
Completed. Ground crew have been dispatched.
Hull repaired.
Virus
I don't want to do the source and return ones because in order to do them, I have to go look on a website somewhere to look up where those are being sold at in proximity to me and so forth, and I just don't feel like it. Be honest. I mean, I could make money off of them, sure, but I don't want to. Wow, I see they amped up the payouts for the big group missions where you deliver with a wing, and then lowered them, I guess, for the other ones. Or maybe those ones I got were supposed to be for groups, and they weren't marked right or something. I don't know, but they had really good payouts and all that, like that, and I'd find 5 or 6 of them. I like those. Much better payouts on those, though. I will say that. I could make 2 trips for that. Oh wait, no, that's a source one. Ooh, you know what? I'm taking both of those. I think it's time to go do some scan jobs. Go ahead and take that one too. I think that was it. All right. Now I took 2 missions. Why? There you are. I'm not going to be able to carry all of that at once, am I? Right? Yeah, I can. Oh, yeah. Not a mathematician, that's for sure. It takes me a minute. Sometimes I have to count on my fingers just to get to 5. Oh wait. Oh no, no. Deliver that first. Let me just turn around. So I won't have the room for the landing modules, or for the SRV at the moment, without dropping a couple other things that I don't want to remove them. So I'm gonna go this way, and then come back and do the ground jobs. Soul, no, that's not where I want to go. Why are you showing? Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Tau Ceti, Avogadro Enterprise. Isn't Earth beautiful?
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoping. Fuel scope disengaged. Incoming mission critical message.
Just say that now. Bet it's not that important at all, is it? Oh, really? It's just that far. Okay, I see. Not as bad as that planet I flew to the other day. Oh my lord. I did not realize that it was going to take me an actual hour when I sat down and I took the mission, got there, realized how long it was going to be, and said, okay, I'm here. I might as well do it. And then I flew for an hour to the station. And it was crazy. It wasn't the one at Alpha Centauri. It was a different one. It was a long flight. See what's going on the radio.
Children of Tothos initiative concludes. An initiative to deliver rare commodities to an esoteric cult in the Zlotus system has concluded. Independent traders provided Agonai Prush, Motrano Experience Jelly, and Onion Head for a ceremony to be performed by the children
I have
of
some
Tothos. Other pilots protected
games set up on there. I'm not sure
by pirates.
if they work yet or not. I've been struggling a little bit with finding out if things are actually set up right on some of my stuff.
You will feel the light of our testament fill you, just as it fills the heavens.
Like making links in a panel seems to really be giving me trouble. I don't seem to understand what I'm doing there. Normally you just copy paste the link and put a link in, but the image is really large and I don't want a big giant image on every panel like that. I don't know. I need to go read some stuff that tells me how to do that.
Hostilities were
Instead
triggered
of trying
after
to guess
Wally
at
Bay
it and figure
Technical
it out
claimed to
myself.
have discovered stolen food shipments aboard their rivals' transport vessels. The faction spokesperson said, "Robbing innocent people of vital supplies is nothing less than an act of war, and we are treating it as such." This was denied in an official response by the traditional Wally Bay Constitution Party.
And I don't always seem to get alerts on my
intended to drive off our trade partners and
thing
damage
too,
our
so
economy. We won't
there's a few of you that came in a few times and followed while I was here, and I didn't realize that because I didn't see the thing, and I'll try to get that corrected so I can start seeing you guys and everything.
The two factions have Duval addresses the Empire, Hadrian Augustus Duval, the long-lost grandson of Emperor Hengist Duval, has broadcast a message to the Empire. I'm no wealthy senator from an entitled family, but someone who has lived an ordinary life. Someone who understands the hardships faced by many Imperial citizens. As Hadrian Jansen, I was a poor child.
Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 2-2. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Together we scraped a living as independent traders. He never spoke of his past, not even when he died 2 years ago. That was when I inherited his ship and became a commander myself. When Imperator Mordanticus informed
Scan detected.
of my heritage, I knew I had to accept my identity as a Duval. I've seen how diminished the Empire has become, and I know that new leadership is sorely needed.
Lighting gear deployed.
I ask you to honor the legacy of the Duval bloodline. With Nova Imperium, let's save the Empire we love. Mamba and Crate Phantom were released. 2 new ships marketed towards independent pilots, the Mamba and the Crate Phantom, have just hit the mark.
Touchdown
There's
confirmed.
a couple of new ships they put in. I actually do want to see those. I hope they're as interesting as.
Zorgon Peterson issued the following press
they
release
sound?
for its new vessel. If it's speed and firepower you want, the Mamba is for you. Based on a racing prototype, it's the fastest commercially available starship, and it sports enough hard points for a range of devastating weaponry. Whether you're leaving competitors in the dust or running rings around those pesky Argoids, think Mamba. Fall Condolati also released a statement for its latest design.
Can I go ahead and get
Phantom
that?
offers true multi-role capability, allowing it to be customized for combat, mining, or trading. And for explorers, its impressive jump range means you really can reach out to the stars. This is a ship that can handle
I
it
guess
all.
no, I cannot.
Introducing the Codex. A new network database system named the
I don't know
Codex
what I
has
gotta
been
do to
released
pick
to the
that up.
galactic
Probably need my rank
community.
up a certain
The Codex
level
is a
with
joint
them, right?
initiative from the Pilots Federation and Universal Cartographics,
I'm just not
which
quite
issued
there.
the following
That's
joint
what's up.
statement.
Yep, that's
We
what's
are
up.
pleased to announce that the Codex has been automatically uploaded to the onboard systems of all vessels registered with the Pilots Federation. The Commander section of the Codex collates all ship data, including the pilot's personal achievements, while the knowledge base contains information on the galaxy's most prominent organizations and individuals.
Hold on.
The Discoveries section is designed to support deep space exploration. As well as cataloging stellar
Lone
bodies
System
and other
Harvard
phenomena,
Station.
it also logs
Harvard
confirmed
Station,
and
Harvard
unconfirmed
Station.
findings from fellow explorers. We hope
Gonna
the
go to
Codex
Harvard,
will
y'all.
prove valuable to all commanders, and we look forward to it being updated with their findings. Week in review. Here are this week's major stories. 2 corporations have merged to form one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the galaxy. Allied Medical Industries has united with Neosum to create Neo Medical Industries, which will sell drugs, equipment and services to both Alliance and independent systems. Independent company
Detach confirmed. You are clear to leave.
Design Labs has developed new pharmaceuticals that use nanoscale materials to repair cell damage on a molecular level. The company claims the nanomeds can heal injury in a fraction of the normal time, and even slow the aging process. The Interstellar Health Organization is reviewing the new medicines. Nova Imperium has
Reckless maneuvers will not be tolerated, Commander. Please take care.
Oh, I only tapped him. Get over it.
An 18-year-old man named Hadrian Augustus Duval. The group claims that Duval is the grandson of former Emperor Hengist Duval, and that he has a legitimate claim to the Imperial throne. The group's
Drive charging.
leader, Imperator Mordanticus, has called for Hadrian to replace Saras Alavigny Duval. Journalist Getino Conquo has
Thank you,
commented
appreciate
on the
that,
Fargold
darling.
outposts found in the Etane system, saying that the logs recovered from the outposts illustrated how the faith
Help
attracted
if I turn
people
my
from
engines
varying
on if I want to go somewhere with it.
Okonkwo also said that the book he is writing with Dr. Alfred Alianen would reveal much about the Fargod religion. An obscure cult based in the Lotus system has requested a range of rare items for an arcane ceremony. A handwritten statement from Barnabas Cole, leader of a group named the Children of Tothos,
Fuel scooping.
elaborated on the nature of the ceremony.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Federal hold Achilles Corporation has concluded. Chairman Gus Weaver of Achilles confirmed that the company had acquired
Here we are,
enough
Harvard
commodities to
Station.
manufacture replacements for the robots destroyed in the wake of the spy robot scandal. He also reminded consumers that the surveillance program at the heart of the scandal was safely deleted by the company's latest Coreware update. And those are the main stories this week. Mysteries of the Far God. Journalist Gethin Okonkwo has discussed the abandoned Far God cult outposts in the Etane system. During my months undercover as a Far God worshipper, I heard only whispered rumors about secret outposts. So the existence of two such settlements, on Etane 4A and 4C, proves that much remained hidden from me. The personal logs recovered from the outposts illustrate how the faith attracted people from varied backgrounds. I was astonished to hear the voice of a man with whom I once eagerly discussed the Far God's arrival, never realizing that he was a federal agent whose devotion was as fake as my own. The book I am co-writing with Dr. Ulyanov will reveal much about the Far God religion, but it's clear that many of its mysteries are yet to be uncovered.
I had read on a forum thread somewhere where some group was planning a trip around the outer rim of the galaxy, mapping it out, and I thought that was a rather interesting kind of project to go on.
Broadcast this message. It is incumbent upon me to reveal that Hengist Deval fathered not one, but two illegitimate children in his younger days. A few years before meeting Florence Lavigny, he had
I bet
a brief
it's really
affair
going
with
to take them a
slave in
year
the
at least to
imperial
do it
household.
too.
When
It
Hengist's
is.
father discovered this, the matter was hushed up and the slave dismissed. The slave's son went on to sire a child of his own, Hadrian Deval, grandson of Emperor Hengist Deval. Hadrian was unaware of this until we located him and genetically confirmed his lineage.
Lots of people doing interesting little things like that. Big exploration projects and that sort of thing. Finding completely unexplored sectors of the galaxy. I think that's really cool. I discovered a couple of places and got my name on a few things. I thought that was fun. Made me happy.
With the idea of a male emperor. With a single stroke, Nimba Imperium has gained considerable credibility.
I haven't traveled that far for exploration though.
Cult requests rare commodities. An
Booking request granted.
obscure cult based in the Zlotus system has requested a range of rare items for an arcane ceremony. A handwritten statement from Barnabas Cole, leader of a group named the Children of Tothos, was submitted to the media.
Lighting gear deployed.
This is the rite that will unmask us
A lot
and
of little
allow us
places
to
I
see
found
the
that were
path
around
we
6,000
will
light years
take
out,
together
5,000 light years
toward
out.
freedom. Zlotus
Actually, a
Federal
couple of them right
Holdings,
close to
which is
Seoul
the
that were
North
only
African
like
connection to
2,000
the
out.
cult,
It wasn't
has
far at all.
requested
It was
Dragonite Rush.
pretty interesting to find that. You would think that close to Seoul, people would have, so at least I thought that people would have really explored outward from that area like that. But you can still find little pockets, I guess, that just for some reason nobody passed through. It was neat.
Those delivering these rare commodities. The initiative begins on the 6th of December 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the
And there's still
final
plenty of
target is
places
met
where nobody's
earlier
been
than
at all.
planned, the campaign will end
With my understanding,
immediately.
the map is so large that
Achilles Corp
there's
initiative
just lots of
concludes.
places
A
nobody's
goodwill
been.
initiative from the Achilles Corporation has now concluded. Chairman Gus Weaver of the Seoul Division of Achilles Corp announced, thanks to the dedication of many independent traders, we have now acquired enough commodities to manufacture replacements for all robots destroyed in the wake of the spy robot scandal. I'd also like to remind our customers that the illegal surveillance program was safely deleted by our latest Coreware update. Remember, you
That's
can
just what they
always
want you
trust
to think.
Achilles. The deliveries were
Don't ever
organized by
believe the corporate
Internet's
news,
Pro-Alliance
yo.
Fund, which also arranged to
Lying
protect
to you.
traders from attack. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their rewards from Henslow Market in the Adanet system.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Announced.
Landing gear retracted.
Independent company Vitadyne Labs has developed an innovative new form of nanomedicine. Professor Katrian published the following press release. Nanovets are sophisticated pharmaceuticals that use nanoscale materials to repair cell damage on a molecular level. They can heal any injury in a fraction of the normal time and can potentially cure
What
almost
am
any
I doing
disease
here?
and infection. Furthermore,
Going back to
regular
Earth so
use
that
of
I can get my
nanomeds affects
things.
cellular
That's what I'm
senescence,
doing.
drastically slowing the aging process. In theory, nanomed users will live between
my
30 and
SRVs.
50 years
Get my
longer and will enjoy
SRVs.
near perfect health during those extra decades. After months of trials, we are inviting medical authorities, including the Interstellar
Frameshift drive charging.
Health Organization,
Maybe pick up a
to
few more
review
ground
our
missions if
data.
they're out.
Pending approval, we hope to have Vitadyne
I like doing
nanomeds
those
on the
little-
market soon.
Little things like that. Those are fun. I finally figured out how to do skimmers. I always had a hard time with those for some reason. I couldn't seem to do anything with them. And then one day I was doing it, and I was in SRV, and I started shooting them down. And I don't know why it didn't make sense before that, but suddenly it made total sense to me. And after that, I didn't have a problem.
Many independent systems. The new mega corporation, Neo Medical Industries,
Fuel scoping.
will sell drugs, equipment and services to both alliance and independent
Fuel
systems.
sync disengaged.
The merger was closely monitored by the Interstellar Health Organization, IHO, an official inter-superpower body that regulates developments in
The
medical
other day I was
science.
trying to do a salvage run, and it didn't say that it needed an SRV, so I flew all the way out there and discovered I needed an SRV, then flew all the way back,
Newly formed Neo Medical
and
Industries.
had to laugh at myself because I forgot that I didn't have it on toggle to lower my
Energy and Dr. Alfred Dalyanov has
cargo bay door.
commented on the abandoned
And,
Fargod outposts
yeah,
recently
so I drove
discovered
around for a little bit trying to figure out why I wasn't able to pick things up, and then I stopped, came back the next day, and remembered why that was. Oh yeah, I just changed that, so.
Aegis has announced a breakthrough that has
It's been
effectively
fun. Took a long
neutralized the
break from
disruptive effects of the
really
Argoid
dangerous for
sensors
a
on
while.
starports.
I get caught up
New
playing different games. I go through a
procedures,
cycle,
the application of
and
meta
I'll get
analyses
obsessed
mean
with
that
one
extremely
game for
small
months and
quantities
then
are now
not touch it
sufficient to
again
shield
for a year.
systems from disruption,
I'm like,
resulting
I
in
don't
a
know,
cure
but
for
I'm
what
like
was
that
once
with
called
games
the
a lot of times.
technological plague.
I'll just do Valor, and then I
Several
won't come back to it for a long time.
Spoken in support of isolationist group Nova Imperium. Senator Paul Vespasian said that Imperator Mordenticus would be invited to address the Senate and detail his policies.
And then I have other games, like I have a bunch of games on my Steam list that I owned them, and I bought them because I liked them and thought they were interesting, and I wanted to play them, and then I've never installed them and
Professor
played them.
Albertesro said the Force would provide continual support while allowing Ramtar's operation to
Don't have
remain
any explanation
independent.
for that.
There has been no response from the Sirius Corporation, which recently arrested a cabal of officers from its private fleet for launching an incursion into Mean. The conflict
I like
between
collecting
two
video
rival
games, though.
factions in the Loha system has now come to an
Even if I
end.
don't play them.
Freelance correspondent
That part I fully acknowledge. That's all me. I love to buy video games and have them. It's like people collecting basketball or baseball cards or something like that. I collect video games. Somebody collects cars, you know. You see? I don't necessarily drive the car, but you know, I keep it shiny, look at it every once in a while,
The
and
Achilles Corporation
admire
has announced plans to replace all robots destroyed as a result of the recent spy robot scandal. The organization has placed an open order for quantities of robotics, computer components and microcontrollers, which will be used to produce brand new PA-912
even though sometimes I get a little
administration
frustrated
robots.
with gameplay, I see games as art, and I fully expect that one day we will find video games and the worlds that we've created in museums much the same way we find paintings by Picasso and Rembrandt and those types of artists that we look to now as being the masters of the form. And I think that we will find video games and such in much the same way at some point.
The citizenry is afraid of both Argoid invasion and of being weakened by collaboration with foreign systems. They look to the Emperor for
And so
salvation,
even when
and she
I
offers
might
them
not
none.
necessarily like a game in terms of how it plays or any number of things, but I always appreciate the art that went into creating that universe, creating that world.
And integrity. Furthermore, Nova Imperium. Contact. Power down systems. So to install a new Emperor has my full backing. Aegis offers security to Ramtar. Aegis has stationed a security force in the Mune system to protect the engineer Ramtar.
I don't want to pick
An
anything up here.
announcement
I
was
want to go
made
to
by
Alfred.
Professor Albertesro. Ramtar's research has been enormously beneficial to our understanding of the Argoids and resulted in developments that aid us in the conflict. We therefore have a vested interest in protecting his work. We have deployed a security force that will provide continual support while allowing Ramtar's operation to remain completely independent. Hopefully this will will prevent any further disruption. There has been no response from the Sirius Corporation, which recently arrested a cabal of junior officers from its private fleet for launching an incursion into Mean. Li Yongrui, the CEO of Sirius Corp,
Maybe I
has
could have
allegedly
taken that
withdrawn his
after I
offer
looked
to
this.
work with
I did not know I had that
Human
open.
Technology. Hostilities in Loha conclude. The
I don't
conflict
have it for
between
that.
two rival
Like how-
factions in the Loha system has now come to an end. Carlene Troy,
try this. I
freelance
believe it was a
Warzone
4
reporter,
anyway.
delivered a report for the
Oh,
Vox
sorry.
Galactica
Go.
news
Yeah.
service. This has been a
Ooh,
harrowing week for
having
the
myself
people
a
of
time,
Loha.
ain't
In that time,
Go it.
I've witnessed
Mwah.
acts of brutality and heroism from both sides.
I'll stop it
But
in a
now
minute,
that
don't
their
worry.
resources are exhausted, overall control of the system has finally
There we
been
go.
established.
That's
For
what I
those
wanted to
pilots
do.
who took advantage of the conflict, this will have been a
I should have
profitable
already picked this up. I
exercise.
didn't realize,
Both
even realize
factions
that I
have
had that
announced
sitting there like
pilots
that.
can now
Just
collect their rewards from
available.
Whitworth Station in the Loha system.
I didn't check either, so there's that.
Achilles Corp Initiative. The Achilles Corporation has announced plans to replace all robots destroyed as a result of the recent spy robot scandal. Chairman
Nice.
Gus Weaver of the Seoul division of Achilles Corp said, "We take customer support seriously. That's why
Go
we're
ahead and
offering
set
to
it up.
replace, free of charge, any robots destroyed or damaged by owners who suspected them of behaving inappropriately. To achieve this, we've asked the Adonets Pro Alliance Bond to organize deliveries of robotics, computer components, and microcontrollers to Henslow Market in the Adonet system. These will be used to produce brand new PA-912 administration robots and other models. The Adonets Pro Alliance Bond has also placed a kill order on all ships on its wanted list to ensure that those delivering commodities can do so safely. The initiative begins on the 29th of November 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned,
If I actually ever
the
bothered to
campaign
go
will
and
end
actually
immediately.
do the engineers and stuff, I should have already had this stuff improved. Again, I stopped playing for a while too, so there's that. But yeah, I haven't even done the engineers and whatnot. There's so many little things like that that I don't really actually know how to do them. I don't know anything about them.
Starports for weeks or months at a time. But recent advancements in our study of meta-alloys have resulted in
I mean,
an
they're
effective
simple. I
cure for what
understand
was
them. I
once
just
called the
haven't
technological plague.
like
New
pursued them at all.
procedures
Is
in
what
the
I mean.
application of meta-alloys mean that extremely small quantities are now sufficient to shield systems from disruption. Following this breakthrough, we have made arrangements to ship meta-alloys to all affected stations to restore them to functionality. It will not be long before every starport in node space is immune to Argoid sensor-related interference. Ulyanov discusses Fargod outposts. Exotheologian Dr. Alfred Ulyanov has commented on the abandoned Fargod outposts recently discovered in the Etane system. This fascinating discovery implies that the missing chapters of the Fargod sect were not arrested or killed, but instead fled to secret outposts to avoid persecution. According to personal logs recovered from the sites, the sect's members planned to wait in suspended animation for the coming of the Fargod. The logs also reveal surprising details about what motivated these individuals to devote themselves to the faith. Evidence suggests that the settlements on Etane 4A and 4C both came under attack, but whether by Thargoids or human forces is unclear.
See.
Mysteriously, no
They
trace
do not
remains of the
have
inhabitants.
a heat sink.
I am indebted to the explorers who discovered these sites. This information will significantly contribute to the book I am co-writing with Gideon Okonkwo about the Fargod religion.
So I'm gonna
We can
locate one
review.
at some point.
Here are
It's
this
not
week's
really
major
necessary
stories.
to my
Admiral
current
Frederick Yamamoto
objective.
has been announced as the 6th member of the Alliance Council of Admirals. The position had been vacant for months after the previous appointment. Riri McAllister was discovered to be the coordinator of
Alright.
terrorist group the League of Reparation. The decision has ruffled some feathers, not least because Admiral Yamamoto is a close personal friend of President Gibson
Are
Kincaid.
any more of
The
those?
Mars Tribune has been closed and its owner arrested in the wake of the spy robot scandal. The announcement was made by Detective Captain Ramesh Thorne, who was recently reinstated to and promoted by the Federal Security Service. Thorne assured the public that the surveillance program installed in some Achilles Corporation PA-912 robots had been removed. In other news, the Sirius Corporation has responded to the revelation that members of its private fleet conducted a mercenary raid on the main system. Li Yongrui, CEO of Sirius Corp, confirmed that a cabal of junior officers had orchestrated an illegal operation to gain access to Phoenix Base.
I will not
The
deliver
officers now
your
face
bio
multiple
waste.
charges. Isolationist group Nova Imperium has declared its intention to install a new emperor. The group's leader, recently identified as ex-Navy Admiral Duke Queso Mordanticus and known as the Imperator, said that the superpower had been weakened by collaborating with its enemies, and that the new emperor would restore the glory of the Empire. Meanwhile, a long-standing rivalry between two factions in the Loha system has erupted into full-scale conflict. Relations were already strained when Loha Holdings accused its rivals of hijacking transport ships and murdering their crews. After the new Loha party claimed this was a false flag operation designed to discredit them, diplomacy was replaced by weapons fire. Since neither side has an extensive fleet, both have appealed for support. Finally, a spokesperson for Olelbis Holdings has announced that its appeal for commodities has reached a successful conclusion. Hundreds of pilots supported the campaign by delivering goods to Polyakov Orbital, and by eliminating agitators in Olelbis, thereby ensuring the safety of traders. And those are the main stories this week.
Well, dang.
Nova Imperium
Well, that one I'll
demands a
do.
new emperor. Isolationist group Nova Imperium has declared its intention to install a new emperor. The group's leader, recently
All right, then.
identified as ex-Navy Admiral Duke Queso Mordanticus and known as the Imperator, said, "The Empire has been weakened by collaborating with its enemies. Aegis drains our
Now you
resources
wanna
to
pop me
protect
up a
foreign
really nice
systems from the
delivery, huh? I see how
Thargoids.
you are.
Our security forces are
Trying
stretched
to
in
distract
defending
me.
non-imperial systems, and Princess de Valsalis her honorable name by dallying with a federal libertine. Our people demand
Double
stronger
check, see what
leadership.
else I might have missed.
We will achieve this by
Might as well
installing
take
a
that
new
one too,
emperor,
right?
one who will restore the glory of the Empire." Political journalist Cassia Carvalho commented in the Imperial Herald. Naturally, there has been no response from Marissa Lavigny-Deval, but from
Incoming mission critical message.
Nobody's listening
many
to you.
citizens, Mordanticus has articulated their unease about inter-superpower cooperation. With support for Nova Imperium increasing rapidly, a silent minority may now have found a voice. Sirius arrests rogue officers. The Sirius Corporation has responded to the revelation that members of its private fleet coordinated a mercenary raid on the main system.
All right
Lee
then.
Yong-Rui, CEO of Sirius Corp, told the media, "Following a thorough inquiry, we have confirmed that a
Back,
cabal of
thank
junior
you.
officers, with the aid of mercenaries, orchestrated an illegal operation to gain access to Phoenix Base. Although their intentions remain unclear, I can confirm they were acting purely in their own interests and without official knowledge. The rogue officers, including
No.
those extradited into our custody by the Mien Defense Force, now face multiple charges and could be imprisoned for life. I would like to express my sincere regret over this incident, and to personally apologize to Rantar. I continue to hope that we can work together on further Guardian human technology." Hostilities erupt in Loha system. A long-standing rivalry between two
They're trying to
factions
do
in the
that too
Loha
fast
system
for
has
some
erupted
reason.
into full-scale conflict. The commencement of hostilities was announced on the Vox Galactica news service by Carlene Troy, a freelance war zone reporter. Relations were already strained when Loha Holdings accused its rivals of hijacking transport
Ooh,
ships and
stop
murdering
it.
their crews. After the new Loha party claimed this was a false flag operation designed to
Yeah.
discredit them,
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
diplomacy was rapidly replaced by weapons fire. Since neither side has an extensive fleet, both Loha Holdings and the new Loha party have appealed for support. I've
Alright.
received word that they're offering substantial rewards to independent combat pilots who can aid them in this conflict. The two factions have set out week-long operations to take control of the system, which will begin on the 22nd of November 3304. Olelbis Holdings' appeal
Whew.
concludes. A spokesperson for Olelbis Holdings has announced that its appeal for commodities has reached a successful conclusion. Hundreds of pilots supported the campaign by delivering goods to Polyakov Orbital and by eliminating agitators in Olelbis, thereby ensuring the safety of traders. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their rewards from Polyakov Orbital and the Olelbis system. Mars Tribune closes. The Mars Tribune has been closed and its owner arrested in the wake of the spy robot scandal. The announcement was made by Detective Captain Ramesh Thorne, who was recently reinstated to and promoted by the Federal Security Service. King Kingsley Cordova, editor Lana Seabreed and other employees of the Mars Tribune have been arrested for blackmail and corruption. The news feed has been permanently dissolved, and the Cordova Group conglomerate subjected to a government audit. I would like to thank the anonymous whistleblower who exposed Cordova's scheme. She has now removed the surveillance program from all Achilles Corporation PA-912 robots in exchange for immunity from prosecution. Chief editor Lena Ravenhill wrote in the Federal Times, "The Mars Tribune abandoned its professional ethics in its hunt for salacious headlines, thereby undermining the role of honest journalism in our society. We are relieved to see justice done."
Docking coupler disengaged. Observe station regulations on exit.
New appointment to Council of Admirals. Admiral Frederick Yamamoto has been announced as the 6th member of the Alliance Council of Admirals. The position had been vacant for months after the previous appointment.
I was at one time playing under a different commander name, but I
The induction ceremony was conducted
reset
by
the profile.
Admiral Haley Sorokin, who said, "After many years commanding the Alliance
And then I started
Defense Force
Sim,
in the Zounds
and
system,
then I took a long break.
Yamamoto has more than earned his
And,
place on the council.
Came back periodically, did a couple of things.
FFC signing off.
This will help enhance security for all member systems. Vanya Driscoll, political journalist to the Alliance Tribune, commented, "Many expected the role to be filled by an officer from the Lathe Fleet rather than Zounds, so the decision has ruffled some feathers. It has also not gone unnoticed that Admiral Yamamoto is a close personal friend of President Gibson Kincaid."
I'm rolling over just so I can make it take longer, apparently.
Here are this week's major stories.
Frameshift drive charging.
A leaked Imperial Internal Security Service report on Nova Imperium has revealed that the group's leader is one Duke Cato Mordanticus, a former naval admiral from a long line of decorated veterans. The report reveals that Mordanticus still has contacts and influence
I
in the
met this
Imperial Navy,
people who,
and that Nova Imperium's ships are mostly run by it.
They had their own station with their own little faction name, and I thought that was a neat thing that they said that the developers are doing, and you put your name on a list and you get that little thing like that, and it's a flight group or whatever they call it. So I thought that was an interesting component, if that was something that we as players were able to do, taking over a particular faction or asserting ourselves as a active faction within a sector of space or something like that.
To recover escape pods in the
Of course, I admit I didn't get too deeply invested at that particular point in time, and so I didn't look beyond what they told me to see what any details are.
Frameshift drive charging.
In fact, when I first played, it took me 4 days to learn to land properly, doing it manually. I crashed a lot and got shot down all the time. Sitting in a hangar trying to understand what I was supposed to do and get blown out. I'll tell you what, when you're first playing and that happens, it will take you off guard.
Fuels complete.
It took me completely. I was not expecting to get shot down, sitting there trying to figure out how to fly, and yeah, much less how to land. land here and take a bit of a break and fix me something to eat and make me some coffee a little bit, and then I'll be back to continue trying to get 2 million credits tonight. It's going to be a long grind, apparently. They've changed everything out. Alright guys, how y'all doing tonight? I'm gonna go ahead and take a break from this for a bit longer than I was expecting, so I'm gonna do a bit of a raid on Streamer. Let's see who's on my list here tonight. I want to say to all of you, I appreciate you coming in tonight and talking with me and everything. And I hope to get back together with you again at some point. And so I think I'm gonna send you over to Grandma's Cookies tonight. See how he's doing. Give him a little bit of a raid. As soon as I figure out how to do that. Ah, here we are. Channel. Grandma's Cookies. He's running Marbles on Steam. Interestingly enough, I sat there the other night for about an hour watching him. I couldn't believe that Marbles had become so interesting. He has some really good music playing. He seems a pretty interesting guy. I just met him. I hope you'll enjoy his stream. Give him a little bit of love. Give him a little bit of attention. I'll catch you guys again next time. I want to thank you very much for joining me. This is Babylon signing off. Y'all have a great night out there. I have no idea how to use that. View copy the channel. I don't know how to do that yet. I thought that it already kind of automatically did it, but it seems to not be. Probably because I need to drop my thing or something, no? This being my first time doing that, that's okay. Hopefully I get it right. Once again, thank you all for coming tonight. Y'all have a wonderful evening out there. I will catch you all again another time.